Good morning. I'd like to call the Highway and Waterways Committee meeting of Thursday, May 18, 2023 to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Carrico?
Present.
Mr. Deno? Present. Mr. Featherling? Mr. Snipes? Mr. Smith?
Present.
Ms. Armour Earps? Present. Mr. Ashcraft? Ms. Rittman-Akemi? Present. Ms. Turner? Present. Mr. Wheeler? Mr. Alexander Hildebrand? We have a quorum.
Thank you. I don't have any public comments on my desk. Is there any public comments? Any public comments? Hear none. Next on the agenda will be the approval of the minutes from April 20th, 2023. Can I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes? Okay, Mr. Smith. And then here will be Ms. Swanson and Mr. Swanson, I think is the second. Deno, I'm sorry. Everybody in favor signify by say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed, the same sign. Motion carries. Next is the highway. Mr. Hayden, what do we have today? We have some biddings and lettings.
So we have 2 bid openings and.
Okay, so is that, this one's over here?
Yeah.
So we're gonna need a motion and a second to open the bids. Okay. Mr. Donnell. Armour Earps, second. Everybody in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Same sign. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, just sort them out a minute here. Okay, the first bid opening is for Bourbonnais Township, Section 17-02124-00-BR, bridge over Davis Creek. And the first bid is from P.T. Farrell.
He said he thinks his bid is for the other project.
What exactly is the question again? I can't hear you back there.
Can you go ahead and
Sorry to interrupt.
can you go ahead and go over here, please? Thank you.
I apologize for interrupting. I believe the bid I dropped off was for the other project for 3100 North Road.
And who are you?
My name is Joe Cuccio. I'm with PT Farrell Construction.
Oh. Okay, you're correct. It's the same section number we're talking about.
Oh, I apologize. Sorry about that.
All right. Bid bonds attached. And addendum 1's been acknowledged. ATC certificate apprenticeship is included. And their bid price for this work is $578,739.50. Next bid is from Toby's Construction, includes addendum 1. Bid bonds included, apprentice certificate is included, and their bid price for the work is $511,586.00. The apparent low bidder is Toby's Construction. Again, as with all bids, we'll take them back and check the math and make sure the bid is correct. But as of now, the apparent low bidder is Toby's. The next bid is for Otto Township, Section 23-10000-00-GM. And we have two bids. The first bid is from KVCC Construction. Apprentice certificates included, bid bonds attached. KVCC's bid price is $161,927.76. Next bid's from Gallagher Asphalt. Bid bonds attached. Their bid price is $229,576.48. So the apparent low bidder is KVCC, and we'll take these back and check them and verify the correctness of the bid. That's it for the bid openings.
Don't have any others, okay. So we're gonna need a motion and a second to accept the lowest responsible bidder after a review by the engineers. Ms. Donnell made a motion, second by, that would be Ms. Amy, right? Roll call, please.
Mr. Carrico?
Aye.
Mr. Deno?
Aye.
Mr. Snipes?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Ms. Armour Herbs?
Aye.
Ms. Rittman-Akemi?
Aye.
Ms. Turner?
Aye.
Mr. Wheeler? Motion carries.
Thank you. Next on the agenda, county engineers pay estimates.
We have more than the usual amount of pay estimates today, so hang in there. First one I have is Kankakee County Section 23-00000-00-GM Supplement 3, pay estimate 1 to Grasso Construction for oil and chip work on our county roads in the amount of $182,784.79 from the county MFT fund. Next up is Kankakee County Section 23-00000-00-GM, pay estimate 2 to Metal Culverts for buying culverts for use on county highways or in stock in our yard. The amount is $10,975.84 from the county motor fuel tax fund. Next up, Kankakee County, Section 23-00000-00-GM, pay estimate 3 to Sherwood Industries for crack filling material. We've been crack filling this year in the amount of $5,580 from the county motor fuel tax fund. Next, Kankakee County, Section 23-00000-00-GM, Supplement 4, pay estimate 1 and final to Toby's Construction and Cartage in the amount of $124,975. Let me check that. $133,607.22, and that's from the county MFT fund. Next, Kankakee County, Section 23-00000-00-GM, pay estimate 1 to Tri-State Asphalt. This is for material we put in our silo for spray patching. We do that every year. And this is asphalt material in the amount of $14,001.37 from the county motor fuel tax fund. Next, Kankakee County, Section 23-00000-00-GM, pay estimate 4 to VCNA Prairie in the amount of $264.13 from the county motor fuel tax fund, and that's for material used on the roadways. Next, Kankakee County, Section 23-00000-00-GM, pay estimate 3 to Vulcan Construction Materials in the amount of $6,262.10, again for construction materials used on the roadways, and that is coming from the county MFT fund. Next up, Pembroke Township, Section 23-11000-00-GM, Supplement 1, pay estimate 1 to Grosso Construction for aggregate materials used on the roadways in their township, and the total amount is $103,961.41, partially from the township MFT fund, and they're using RBI funds. Next, Pembroke Township, Section 23-11000-00-GM, pay estimate 2 to the Pembroke Township Road District Treasurer. And this is for equipment rental that they used in the course of maintaining their township roads. The amount is $25,579.65 to be split between the Township Motor Fuel Tax Fund. Oh, that's all it's coming out of. There was a previous payment. So I said 25,000, but we're actually paying 19,000. 6,000 has been paid previously. Rockville, next up, Rockville Township, Section 23-13000-00-GM, Supplement 1, pay estimate 1 to Toby's Construction in the amount of $48,513.16 for furnishing and spreading aggregate on township roads, and that is coming from the Township MFT fund. Next, Otto Township, Section 23-10000-00-GM, Supplement 1, pay estimate 1 to Vulcan Construction Materials for buying road mix for the use on the township roads. The amount is $5,992.86, coming from the Township Motor Fuel Tax Fund. Next, Kankakee County, Section 23-00000-00-BI to pay estimate number 3 to Engineering Resource Associates, and that's for bridge inspection works and design work and submittals to IDOT for bridges in our county road system. The amount of $2,800 to come from the county bridge fund. Next, Kankakee County, Section 23-00159-01-BR. Pay estimate number 1, final, to Toby's Construction and Cartage. And this was for repairing the bridge that we had load posted and barricades out on County Highway 6. So they've got it fixed, and the road's back open, and the load posting's been removed. So yay for us, one less bridge in bad shape. The amount of $16,548.39 is coming from the county bridge fund. Next, Bourbonnais Township, Section 17-02124-00-BR. Pay estimate 6 to Engineering Resource Associates for design work on a bridge in the Bourbonnais Township. The amount of $1,885 to be split between the Township Bridge Program, the County Bridge Fund, and the Bourbonnais Local Fund. And the last one, Janier Township, Section 22-04108-00-BR, pay estimate 2 to Engineering Resource Associates. And this is for preliminary bridge design work on a new bridge being planned for their township, in the amount of $2,658, again, to be split between the Township Bridge Program, County Bridge Funds, and the Janier Local Funds. And that's all.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna need a motion and a second to approve to pay the county engineer's estimate. Ms. Donnell, second by Mr. Smith. Any questions, any comments? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Carrico?
Aye.
Mr. Donnell?
Aye.
Mr. Snipes?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Merbs? Ms. Rittman-Akemi? Ms. Turner? Mr. Wheeler? Motion carries.
Thank you. Next, we have 2 resolutions here, and what I'd like to see if we can do, can we have a motion to combine and approve those 2 before we read them? Ms. Donnell again. Second. Okay. Ms. Turner. Everybody in favor, signify by say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed, same sign. Can you read those for the record, please?
Okay, the first one.
Do you have a question, sir?
Did you just vote on those 2 measures?
No, we haven't voted yet.
I heard.
Did I? Okay, no, it's just a comment. I'm gonna open for comment.
I thought I heard a motion or aye and yay at the end there.
I think I probably did.
All right, we should probably suspend that and discuss it first and then.
Can we wait for a moment? Or you okay with that? All right, go ahead.
All right.
Thank you.
These are the last 2 of our bridges that got posted last year, courtesy of IDOT. So each one is its own separate resolution. I'll read them when the time comes, but one is on Route 13, one is right on Route 14. They're about a half a mile away from each other. And once we get this rolling, we'll have all 4 bridges in some state of design, all the bridges that have just recently been posted from IDOT. So I'll read the resolutions now unless.
You just motion to combine and approve, is that what that was?
Yeah, that was a motion to combine and
Did
approve.
you read the titles in the record only, you know?
Sure. Okay, they'll sound pretty similar, but the first one is resolution authorizing the county board chairman to sign an engineering agreement with Hampton, Lenzini, and Renwick Incorporated and appropriate motor fuel tax MFT funds to design a bridge replacement on County Highway 13 in Momence Township. And the next one is A resolution authorizing the county board chairman to sign an engineering agreement with Hampton, Lenzini, and Renwick Incorporated and appropriate motor fuel tax MFT funds to design a bridge replacement on County Highway 14 in Momence Township.
Chairman Wheeler, you have anything you want to add to this?
And these are the proposals at the end, Midwest testing.
I'm sorry?
These are the proposals at the end of the packet, Midwest testing.
They're a subcontractor to Hampton and Lenzini. They do the soil borings for them as part of the bridge design.
Okay, all right. Well, it's just, if there was a number on it, we're voting probably roll call, but I was just wondering if there was an estimate on what this was gonna cost. For both of them, is it $6,700?
Yeah, it's further down in the resolution, $79,000 for each bridge.
79 for each bridge? Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. We have to do these. These have been posted. These bridges are posted, right?
Right.
None of them are shut down right now.
No.
Of those two.
They're load limited, and thank God that's it so far.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions about this? Okay, we're gonna be spend some money here, so we're gonna need to have a roll call, please.
Mr. Carrico?
Aye.
Mr. Deno?
Aye.
Mr. Snipes?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Ms. Albert Herbs? Ms. Rittman Akemi?
Aye.
Ms. Turner? Mr. Beeler? Motion carries.
Thank you. Next, it will be the Waterways update here. I don't have anything as an update at this time. I met with Chairman Wheeler. We talked a little bit about this, and we're still waiting. From the last meeting, we gave the green light to go ahead and do the studies for the muscle studies and everything else that need to be done. So it's up to the engineering firm to continue with that and then come back and then give us the update and see what's going on. But everything's still the same as before. So, but I'll let Chairman Wheeler just give us another update here. I think we just got something else that came in from the back there.
Yeah, Ben has a grand update maybe with
Okay.
regarding.
Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, dredging. So,
Okay.
thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just a quick update. So we're working with Department of Commerce. These appropriations, the way they're happening, we're kind of there's a few steps we're taking. So we were on phone calls last week with Charlie at Burke to talk a little bit about the way the programming would work. And what we've been able to do is submit what's called a working capital advance. So we're able to kind of preload some of the grant funds, and so we're working through Commerce right now to get the funds released, so we'll be able to pay the current bill set, or for Burke, and future bill sets as we work through that. So obviously the large amounts of bills will come once we're scooping buckets of sand out of the river, but this will allow us to kind of flow things we need to do from the grant side. So just an update on the cash flow is we're moving ahead, and it's looking pretty good with the final paperwork.
Mr. Wheeler.
This was somewhat, I want to say, it's a concern, but it was very much less a concern for the Aroma Park project as it was for putting out $7 million of equipment. Because we just, that's not money you have readily sitting around in the couch or the mattress, you know what I mean, so to speak. So is that what you're referring to as well, Ben?
Yeah, so we're not there yet on the $7 million grant, but we've been through conversation with Chairman Wheeler. We understand that there's not going to be a lot of ordering of several $1 million of equipment, us paying that bill and then waiting for the state to pay us back. So we're working with, and what's interesting is that DNR is handling that one. But as soon as we started talking through this, Chairman Wheeler immediately sent a note to the senator's office to say, hey, we don't mind carrying a little bit of engineering on a small scale, but we can't be carrying $7 million. So we're working with DNR on that front to make sure that when we have to make major expenditures, especially because some of them are not directly on behalf of the county, they're some of our partners in receive funds, that will work to get the capital advance prior to the expenditure. So maybe just for every committee we talk to, we're cognizant of the fact that we don't want to be spending funds and then asking for our money back. So it's not, we're not going to handle these grants that way.
Okay. Any questions for Ben? Anybody? Is there any other comments about this, or any questions for the Waterways? No. Thank you. All right. Is there any old business? Mr. Snipes?
Just a question. Did we approve, or was that the city, the work on Hobby Avenue?
City. Is it the
That's the
city?
city?
Yeah, the city.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Reeler?
City and MPO. The city and the MPO,
Okay.
each were funding that.
All right.
But the MPO is a separate organization, not affiliated, if you will. Our staff manages it, but it's not county per se. It's made up of all the municipalities
Understood. Is that okay, Mr. Snipes?
in the metro area, if you will. The urbanized area as defined by the federal government. Ben's been talking to me. He's getting me using the right words and acronyms.
Sounds good. All right. Is any new business? I will get to you. All right. Under other business, I think Mr. Hayden here has something to.
Yeah, I referenced this last month. I mentioned we hired a new person to manage supervise our maintenance department, and as part of his duties, he would be our river guy. He speaks river. He deals with the river issues. He knows what that's all about. And his name's Jeremiah Gadboy, and you can stand up and wave hi to everybody. You'll be seeing him probably up here in the future once he starts diving into some of these river issues. Right now he's going pretty good on the maintenance stuff, and now he's looking for more to do, so we'll give it to him.
Mr. Riller.
Could you let the committee know where he came from and maybe why he's working on the river stuff?
Jeremiah, do you want to come up and say a few words?
You can go with the microphone though back there.
Okay. First of all, thank you for the opportunity to come in here and just share the excitement I have to be a part of what Kankakee County is doing with the Waterways. I'm a local here, so it's a thrill, and I've got the Kankakee River in my backyard, so really excited to be a part of that. But I have a background with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Hoping I can bring the skill set and some of the network I've developed over the years from the Corps to what's in the future for Kankakee County. But currently I'm managing the maintenance and operations department, which is a great place to start because that's where the work gets done, and making some good headway there. We're getting a lot of things started early this year, and I've got a great transition team with Greg and the engineering department helping me get fired up in that position. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So is there any other business? I hear none. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Ms. Donald, and Mr. Smith. Everybody in favor, signify by say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed, the same sign.